Spoon skut 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 spoon skut skuts. Spoon skut 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 spoon skut skuts. Are you ready? Spoon skut 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 spoon skut skuts. Spoon skut 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 spoon skut skuts.
I wanted to win the GBB, but then I got drunk.
Yeah.
Shout out GBB.
We haven't been having a lot of sex, so we've been, really into beatboxing.
Yeah, instead of having sex, we're watching people go, in my pocket, in my pocket.
Have you seen this shit, bro? It's incredible, man. I really, no jokes at all, beatboxing is sick as hell. The thing about the confidence it takes for someone to be like, yeah, I'm kind of good at singing, but you know what I also want to be? A drum.
And also the guitar.
And also a European guy
And
who's
also
going, jump, 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 jump. Oh, my God.
That was pretty good.
Dude, you're natural.
Yeah.
This is my, she's visiting us. This is my ex-wife.
No, she's our new dog.
This is my ex-wife. And
she used to be a person, and then she wronged him, and so now she's a dog.
yeah, we do that. Here's a new thing you didn't know about Chinese people is that we can turn people into dogs, which is especially crazy when you consider. Go ahead.
I'm scared. I don't want to finish the sentence.
We got nothing to say today. We don't have the juice. We're doing this because of all the financial perks, because obviously we're collecting so much money from our, our doing this podcast, and you guys are giving us all your money willingly. And I'm afraid I have to say today we're not going to bring it. It's gloomy outside. It's Sunday. It's Monday.
I had a burp that got lost in my throat.
Oh man, it's all fucked.
I hate when that happens.
This whole day has just been like a sneeze that won't come.
Yeah.
And you know why? It's because I started drinking coffee.
Coffee fucked you up, man.
I had a little coffee today. It did, and every time I have coffee, it makes me different. Today, it's making me less smart.
But it's making you more awake.
Last time, it made me not want a traditional home.
You're like, what am I doing? This coffee's changing me so much.
I'm a modern man. What am I doing with a white hoe?
You turned into the Hulk. You were like, I'm getting anxious. You wouldn't like me when I'm anxious. I
made a mistake. First of all, I hadn't drank coffee in my whole life up until I met her, and I was 28 when I first tried coffee. And the first coffee I tried was cold brew, which is kind of like you're like a virgin, and the first thing you do is fisting.
Yeah. Yeah, dude.
Yeah. So this time around, all around 7 out of 10 experience. I feel a little stupid. I feel a little beep. But you fill in that beep with whatever word you think
and
it
let
is.
us know in the comments down below what word you chose.
Yeah, type out the word.
Type it out, baby mommy. Yeah, now you're better the second time around, because the first time around you had no idea. And honestly, that's my bad also as a coffee connoisseur. I should have told you maybe don't start with cold brew or don't start with black coffee.
I was just about to blame you. So thank you for getting ahead of that.
But it's your fault also. It's your fault.
No, you took responsibility.
Because guess what? You are a stubborn hoe.
Hey, guys, today we witnessed a first time ever event. A woman taking accountability for her faults.
Listen, there's no way I would have convinced you to have anything else, though, because you are stubborn, and once you made your mind up, you're like, that's what I'm going to have.
It is so yummy. It's yummy. Coffee is yummy.
Yeah, but now you're second time around, we're doing it a little bit differently. You're not making the same mistake, and you're like, let me have a little milk in there.
Yeah. Well, I always used to look at people who drank coffee or who were like, my day doesn't start until I have my coffee. I'm like, you fucking idiot bitch. Stupid bitch.
Don't talk to me until I've had this much coffee.
You fucking junkie. And then I had coffee and I was like, whoa. I haven't blinked since 11 a.m.
Yeah, now you're having an oat milk latte. You're girly. You're one of the girlies.
This morning, I literally woke up and I was like, can you give me some coffee? I want Blue Bottle because I'm a fancy one. I'm a fancy girl.
I've been loving Blue Bottle lately.
Anyway, I feel good.
Yeah, you feel good?
I feel like my engines have been started.
That's good.
Let's get into the stuff because we got 2 episodes to cover and we like to yap.
We do be loving to yap.
Do you want to intro us? I always say the intro.
Welcome to Sooki Sooki, the world's first sports podcast about Traitors, because we're not talking about Big Brother no more.
We got bored.
Traitors is so much more interesting.
New is always better. Hey, guys, fellas at home in loving relationships, keep this in mind. New is always better. Fellas, any fellas in here? Any fellas trying to cheat on their girlfriends in here?
The only fella in here is Colgate, and he's asleep.
Fellas. So, let me bring us into the week. Let me set the stage, okay? So, last week checked in. There's been a lot of drama, okay? There's a lot of mistrust between the traitors. Carolyn doesn't trust Danielle. Danielle doesn't trust Rob. Rob doesn't trust either of them, okay? And so it looks like the trust has been fractured and it can't be put back together.
And it can't.
And last we spoke, Wes went home. Mm-hmm. He fell on his own sword. I'm not using that term correctly, but he did. He dug his own grave.
He literally did. He was like, for the few people that do vote me out, I will be coming for you. Thank you to everybody else who doesn't vote me out. And then all the women were like, fuck him. We don't even know if he's a traitor or not. We're just going to vote him out because we don't like how he's speaking to us.
Yeah. And so he go bye-bye. Wes go bye-bye. And now we come into the new week and it seems like, oh, shit. It seems like Boston Rob might be skating by a little bit.
Yeah. Yes. He's definitely in a danger zone. You mentioned like he was starting to do a good job of flying under the radar. And then, Derek, I think, just pled such a good case. Pleaded.
Pled. Is it?
I don't know anymore, actually. We'll just say it's pled. Fuck you if you say I'm wrong. It's pled.
Yeah.
And he, at the end of the last episode before the 2 that we're going to be talking about, Derek goes to Dylan and is like, I'm going to die next. And then Rob is going to go, oh, they're framing me. And that's what's going to happen.
Yeah. I mean, these are very, very smart game players, And Derek was kind of at a loss, or not at a loss, but he was kind of out of options because he had to take the shot. I respect him for taking the shot. It was his one opportunity to rally the troops and try to get Rob out.
Yeah, and he also knew and said, like, I have one shot to get him out. If I don't successfully get him out, I will be next.
Yeah, so he had resigned himself to being murdered, and fair play. Honestly, that's very brave and respectable. And had Wes not torpedoed his whole plan, I mean, it was a razor thin margin between those 2 guys. If he didn't get away with that, if Rob didn't get away with that, then Derek probably would be alive. And unfortunately, that's not how it shook out, And so we go into this week, and it looks like maybe Derek is starting to, avoid a little bit of the suspicion because
Rob.
Huh? Yeah, Rob is starting to avoid because it's the episode opens and Dylan immediately goes to Rob and is like, hey, Derek told me all this stuff. He named 2 people, you and Brittany.
But I'm not going to bring you up. But like Brittany's suspicious that she was telling me what to do at the round table.
Yeah, and he's completely Rob pilled. You know, like he's ignoring all of the evidence, all of the facts, and just being like, man, this guy is cool as hell.
To be fair, we're all Rob pilled. I too would get lost in those dreamy dark eyes. I'll be like, you're gonna murder me? What? It's okay. I love you.
Yeah, Rob is father, and so I was feeling good. Cause
about your pony.
About my pony. Also, above, I decided just this moment, or to the left, I decided just this moment we're gonna be keeping track of how many weeks somebody skates by in the round table after being named. So that is, a list of people. There's Nikki on there, and there's Sierra, and then Tom Sandoval.
At the very bottom.
Yeah, he's brought up a lot.
That's just because bitches hate him. I don't think nobody genuinely believes he's capable of being a traitor. They're just like, we hate you. You. Like Chriselle in the very first episode was like, you have to be a liar and a cheater and a narcissist and a manipulator and super sweaty and ugly and smelly to be a traitor, and you possess all of those skills. So I'm voting for you. And you have to have a small penis.
Don't lie, Tom. I know Ariana.
And no real lips and bad hair choices and bad fashion decisions.
And so here's the stats. Rob is leading the season, and his is especially impressive because his is just him literally like Jedi mind tricking his way out of every sticky situation.
No, he's literally looking at everybody and going, "These are not the traitors you're looking for."
Yeah, literally. He's got he's got the force on his side. So I was feeling good. I was like, baby, my pony. He caught a Charlie horse in his leg.
You know what a missed opportunity is that I just thought of?
What?
Rob should have been a lawyer. He would have been a good ass lawyer.
Yeah, I can't imagine how his skills as a game player lend to being a contractor.
You're going to give me $1 million to build you this home.
You don't want a modern farmhouse. Oh no. You don't. Fuck. You don't want a modern farmhouse.
There you go.
Yeah, so then we get to the challenge. And the challenge this week was really fun. It was a really fun challenge. Basically, the players, they had to partner up.
Like they're getting married.
Yeah, like they're getting married. And they walk down the aisle, and they have to hold hands while something happens. And what is that something?
So it's pairs against pairs. And they have to hold hands. And whoever holds hands the longest of the two pairs that are going at each time win a shield. If they make it to the 8 minutes, they have to hold hands for 8 minutes. If they make it to that 8 minutes, they add money to the pile. However, the tricky thing about this is they're going to be dropping different quitters in the box and all over their heads and stuff to make them want to not hold hands.
So at first it was a bunch of millipedes, which I was like, oh, they're kind of cute. And then they started introducing like scorpions and maggots.
They brought in a snake at one time.
There's a snake. Yeah, I don't fuck with snakes. I would have definitely dipped out at that point. And all the players were trying their darndest to hold on to each other's hands, except for Chriselle.
No, Chriselle, they didn't even drop the millipedes in there, and she was just like, I'm out of here.
Yeah. And she was paired up with Dolores.
Yeah.
And basically, the people who let go, they go head to head. So a pair goes up against another pair. And if you let go of your hands first, then you don't get the shield.
Yeah.
So essentially, half the players get shields this week.
Yeah.
And the people who let go are Dolores, Chriselle, Gabby, and Carolyn, Tom and Dylan.
No, I think they win. I don't know.
So the players who got shields were Brittany, Sierra, Danielle, Ivor, Rob, and Sam. And Rob and Sierra were a pair, and he was doing his best impression of a dad.
Everybody was thirsting over this clip. They'd be like, oh my God, you know what Rob did?
What?
Great businessman, actually, of him. He was like, I can also talk you through things on Cameo.
Really?
People were fucking dying over that. They're like, I want Rob to talk me through things. Like, he was doing such a good job. He's like, what's your favorite restaurant? Where do you want to eat? Where are we going after this? What are we having? I love veal parm. And I hope they get their veal parm with his kids and his wife.
I feel like Sierra's never going to talk to him again because I feel like she took it so personally that he was a traitor.
I don't feel like she took it that personally.
Maybe
I don't know. Maybe I wasn't paying attention to
Sierra
the episode.
definitely doesn't fuck with liars, though.
No, but I feel like she's smart enough to maybe separate that it's a game. I hope. Sierra, let us know in the comments if you're smart enough. Because if you're not, then I can't root for you anymore.
So the players that we just named, Brittany, Danielle, they were a pair. Sierra, Rob, they were a pair. Ivor and Sam, dumbass duo. They were just giggling the whole time. It was honestly so much fun watching them do the challenge.
I know. Sam was fully into it. He looked like a psycho. He was like, yes, I love the way the maggots feel in my ear.
Yeah. And Ivor was just laughing as rich guy. And they were just giggling at each other. This was a duo I'd never asked for and would have never predicted, but I love.
It is insane that we're watching Britney Spears' ex play a game with King Charles's cousin, gay cousin.
Dude, we're living in the best timeline.
Britney Spears' ex is holding hands with King Charles's gay cousin while maggots rain down upon them.
And
what the fuck?
Survivor winner is holding hands with a girl who just wants to be loved.
Yeah, with a hot model who just wants to be loved.
That's the beauty of Traitors, really. If I could just have a little, moment to serenade Traitors, you would never see any of these personalities come together. Where else would you see an Olympic swimmer become bros with a guy who runs a seltzer company?
Yeah.
It rocks, man. Where else would you see like a Survivor legend? Actually, the people that were close to her are not notable.
Carolyn?
No, I'm talking about Suri.
Oh.
Yeah.
Where else would you see an emotional Survivor runner-up legend become friends with America's lesbian sweetheart?
Where else would you see Zac Efron's brother be kind of friends with Tom Sandoval?
America's least favorite man.
Yeah, dude. Literally America's sweetheart and America's least favorite man. The most hated man in America, according to a New York Times article. We're holding hands.
Yes.
And he was talking him through it. This is cinema. This is television. When they invented the TV, this is what they envisioned.
They were like one day a very
When
fabulous.
Martin Luther. I'm just kidding.
A very fabulous bisexual man with a wardrobe to die for.
Yeah.
And the theater background is going to bring together people from all types of different competition shows, reality shows, and he's going to make them get covered in bugs and murder each other.
Citizen Kane who?
Yeah, literally Citizen Kane who, we don't know her.
Gone with the Wind who?
Yeah, no. Can you imagine saying any of these sentences to like a Victorian child? They'd be like, witch, burn it.
They wouldn't even know what any of that means.
Exactly. That's why they'd be like, burn it.
They were like, please give me some bread.
Please.
I am famished.
My mother's sick. Can you help her?
She's sick.
She's
dying.
Of the
she has a cold.
She has a cold. She's dying. She sneezed. She's dying. She has the hiccups.
Dad has the hiccups. Put him outside so the bear can get him.
Yeah. He's sacrificed him to the bear of the forest.
Feed him to the pigs. Feed him to the pigs.
Bury the boy.
Bury the boy. So the challenge was very fun, but it left a lot of people vulnerable. Mm-hmm. And then we get to banishment.
So it's actually crazy. What happens?
Sandoval?
Yeah, I was going to bring up Sandoval. Sandoval, of all fucking people, leads the charge against Rob. This man has had 83 wrong theories the whole time. But now that the writing is on the wall and it says Rob is a traitor, he's like, guys, look, in Derek's blood, Rob is a traitor. I really think he's a traitor.
I came up with this theory all on my own without anyone else's help.
Yeah, even though people smarter than me have been saying for weeks now that Rob is a traitor, I'm telling you, Rob is a traitor. I just came to that conclusion. So he comes to the round table. People actually let him talk this time. They're like, no, they don't tell him to shut up like usual. He's like, guys, it's Rob. Rob is a traitor. Rob tries to go toe-to-toe with Brittany, and people are bringing up Brittany's name. Like, Sierra's like, I think it's Brittany. Dylan's like, I also think it's Brittany. Rob is like, yes, it's Brittany. It's definitely Brittany. You believe it's Brittany.
Yeah. But at this point, the evidence was just it had mounted too much against him.
Yeah.
And I think that a lot of people just wanted to close the chapter on this theory.
Yeah. So
that they can move on. So, he did his damnedest to divert to Brittany. And
it was pretty close.
There was he made an argument and Brittany said something that like completely flattened his argument. I can't remember what exactly it was, but she did a really good job like dissuading everybody.
Yeah, she really held it together.
Yeah. And Brittany, like, we forget because she's been quiet, but she's a fucking gamer, dude.
Yeah.
She doesn't have any like fucking qualms about breaking somebody down, and she can go toe to toe with Rob.
Yeah.
At least in this instance, when he is severely disadvantaged, because God knows if certain things shook out a different way, my boy would still be here. I would not be a 2-pony race. So bye to Rob. He was a good sport about it. He gave his farewell speech. He didn't do any snarky bullshit like Wes. He was just like, it's been a pleasure to play with you guys. I'm your dad. You can call me if a boy's mean to you, and I'm a traitor.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Bye, Rob. I love you.
And then she showed me a little clip from something after that, which is that right after he exits, he got to have like a little sit down with Derek.
Yeah, we didn't finish the video, but I just love the part where they're like, Derek is going to come face to face with the person who's banished after him. Yeah. And then Rob comes in and Derek's like, I got you. And he's like, you got me. I'm a faithful. And he's like, enough. Stop with that. Stop it. He's so done at this point. So Rob, go bye-bye.
And he played his hardest, man. Like, I feel like Rob in the past few reality TV appearances he's made, he's just had the deck stacked so much against him. Yeah,
well, I mean, he's Rob, and people are aware that he's Boston Rob, and it's surprising to me because people are constantly talking about, okay, we have to get him out. We have to get rid of him. He's very dangerous. Like, they're all aware of who he is as a player.
Yeah.
But it takes them so long to successfully get him out. Actually, in Deal or No Deal Island, he got himself out.
Yeah.
That's how powerful he is.
He almost made it. He almost made it past that.
No, but that is how powerful he is that the only person who could get him out in Deal or No Deal Island was himself.
Yeah. And, fair play to him. I feel really bad because he was kind of fighting an uphill battle, and then, yeah, it just wasn't in the cards for him.
No,
and in fact, it'd be very surprising if he wins anything ever again that isn't just completely competition-based.
Yeah, I mean, he did a really incredible job, I think, because he was constantly having to dig himself out of holes that other people were digging for him.
Yeah.
And it's impressive that he made it this far because he made it like to the halfway point-ish.
Yeah. So, look at the stats, man. He was accused like 4 weeks ago or something.
Dude, if he was a witch in the Salem witch trials, he might have gotten out of it.
Yeah. Yeah, he would have just been like, I got 2 words for you. Fuck off.
Yeah.
And they would have been like, oh man, this guy's making a lot of good points.
Like, wait, he's so cool. He's got so much aura about him.
Yeah, he's wearing a backwards baseball cap and 1651.
Dude, make him the president.
We're all wearing those dumb turkey hats, man.
Yeah, dude, we look stupid.
Fuck, take this hat off. I look stupid.
Yeah, the fucking
backwards. Who are the Yankees?
Backwards hat with a blazer combo is sick.
No, it's the Boston Red Sox? Is it the Red Sox?
Yeah, Boston Red Sox.
Where's the Chicago White Sox? No, Cubs. Chicago Cubs. Doesn't matter.
What about the striped socks? Where are those from? What about the Nike Dwi-Fit socks? Where are they from? Stop naming teams after socks. It's lame. It's what you put your foot in. It's not sick or cool.
And that's been the episode. Thank you very much for watching. I've been Adoria.
Tensha.
So that wraps up that week, and we get into the next week, and there's been murmurs at the end of the episode where Rob gets eliminated, where people are like, we got to bring back the coffin theory.
Yes.
And that kind of sets the stage for this upcoming week, in which the first thing that happens is that we missed missed a huge part. So Alan reveals at the end of the Rob getting banished episode, he reveals that the traitors will have to murder face to face.
Yeah, with all of the people who didn't get shields, they have to go into this church, walk down an aisle, and then they're going to turn around and they're either going to be met with the traitors who are going to murder them, or Alan in a sick ass fit.
Which will become relevant later.
And so, it shows us at the end of the episode everybody turning around with all these different reactions, but we don't get to see.
Can I just give a quick shout out to Tom Sandoval for having an actually sick last words moment?
What
I feel like he had the best part where he was like, I forget what he says.
He said, all I wanted to do was prove myself, and I think I've done that, so I can die a happy man.
Yeah. And that was kind of tight.
Whatever. Everybody, your
tight.
penis is small. Like, we still don't give a fuck about you. You've got weird baby teeth and no lips, and your fashion choices are constantly questionable, but you are giving us some good TV, and I am eating it up, and I'm enjoying it.
Yes.
I'll give you that.
Tom Sandoval, in the eyes of America, you're redeemed.
No.
No. He's redeemed.
No, you're not
He's
redeemed. He's not redeemed. He's no redeemed.
We are totally all for Tom Sandoval playing a court jester character for the rest of his life.
Yeah, yes. I want to throw tomatoes at him.
Yeah.
I want to watch him be made a fuel of, and that's fine. If he has to be on my TV for the rest of my life, I want it to be in that context.
I want him to go on a show, like one of those Japanese game shows where they're just kicking each other in the dick.
I want him to go on the Japanese game show where they have to serve food in a restaurant, but the restaurant floor is slightly tilted. Yeah. And they have to try to eat.
It's not slightly tilted. It's constantly moving.
No, it's literally like this.
No. There's I think later in the show, the floor starts to move.
Okay, yeah, I want him to be there.
Yeah.
I want him to also be trying to speak Japanese the whole time.
Share some of those game shows with us, man. Then we can start covering them. Comment down below if you want us to cover the Japs.
Don't tell your mom.
So anyway, the faithfuls, they gather in the church. It's gloomy. It's a lot of atmosphere. Okay. Candles are lit. It's dark. Everyone's in kind of like a funeral outfit.
Yeah, they're all wearing like red and black tones.
Yeah.
They all look slay.
There's murder in the air.
Yeah.
There's murder. Players. So anyway, they all gather there. They give their final testament, and then they're revealed to the traitors. And who gets murdered?
Chriselle, bye-bye.
Yeah.
Clink, clang. Bye, Chriselle.
Yep.
She die.
She go riding off into that sweet sunset.
And then she's like, can I ask why you killed me? And they're like, it had to be done. Nobody was going to banish you, so we had to kill you.
Yeah. And she was a good sport about it. She was like, at least they gave me a good send-off.
Yeah.
And so the next morning, there is an important moment during breakfast where I think it may have been Ivor.
Sam.
No, but who brought up the outfit? It was Sam's idea.
Oh, Tom was like, when I turned around, I was like, it's Alan, and he's wearing cool shoes.
Yeah,
and
he's wearing like shoes that none of you guys would wear.
Yeah, and that's when Sam is like, okay, we have to ask everybody what Alan was wearing.
Because he says that his rationale is that the traitors didn't get to see Alan.
Yeah, that they wouldn't have known what he was wearing.
But actually, the way Carolyn was talking, it seems like they did see Alan, and then she just kind of forgot.
Unclear if the traitors saw what Alan was wearing or not.
But they almost caught Carolyn because they they basically were like, everybody who shows up after this, we're gonna ask them what Alan's wearing.
Yeah, and I think if it had been any other person but Carolyn, they wouldn't have gotten away with it because even she was being kind of like,
yeah, she froze.
She did, but it's more on brand for her to be kind of nervous and all over the place versus if like they had asked Brittany. She'd be like, what? Don't talk to me.
And then Tom Sandoval was just like, they were like, so what was he wearing? And then Tom was like, I know.
Tom was like, he's wearing cool shoes and a kilt and a really sick hat and a cloak.
Yeah.
And Carolyn was like, oh yeah, that's what he was wearing. I saw it with my eyes. They're my eyes, my
and
real
everybody
eyes.
in the room was just like,
everyone's like,
you were there
Tom.
for the plan. We literally just said the plan in front of you.
Yeah, Tom's a fucking idiot.
Yeah, he's a dummy. Wait, let me just check real quick. Yeah, we're good. We're at 30 minutes.
Honestly,
wow.
I'm shocked because I did not expect Sam to be smart at all. Okay, he said like 12 words in the course of the entire show.
He might be a sleeper. He might be a sleeper.
I think he's a sleeper. He's a sleeper. He just let everybody do the work, and now he's coming to play.
He's a dark horse, man, for sure.
Yeah. And now he's like, I just listen a lot, and I don't talk, and because it took me forever to learn English, and then I tried to screw Britney Spears, and then here we are. And now I'm really smart.
Yeah, I screwed Britney Spears for clout, and that's how I know how to play this game.
Yeah. Yes. Actually.
Anyway, so he's starting to, show himself a little bit. He's starting to lead the discussions a little bit more where he's like, I think we should revive the coffin theory, and they use this pun like 4 times throughout the episode, but they're like, so we can finally put a nail in it.
Yeah, they love to say that. They're all. I feel like the producers must be like, we will give you an extra $1,000 in your bank account for every time you use this analogy. Yeah, I feels like Sam. Every time Sam talks to somebody, I feel like he's disgusted with them.
Yeah.
Or he's just like, I know I'm smarter than you. With everybody, excuse me. I feel like he feels that way about everybody except for Ivar.
Yeah, they have a weird bond.
Yeah.
Which I don't quite understand, but I'm all for.
Yeah.
He's definitely has a lot of disdain for Sandoval, but who doesn't in the fucking... I think Dylan's the only one who's like kind of amused by him.
Yeah, he's just like, oh, I love him. He's a dumb idiot.
Yeah, he's like, I would never act like that. That's why he's entertaining.
Yeah. He's like, it behooves me the way that you act.
Yeah.
No, wait, I used that wrong.
It amuses me.
No, that's not the word I was looking for. I don't even know what word I was looking for in that moment.
That's okay.
Cut it out. I don't want to sound stupid.
It's okay. So, we get to the challenge, and this is my favorite challenge of the entire, not even of just this season, of the entire show, of any game show.
Yeah, this is the greatest challenge of all time.
Yeah.
And think about how sad it would have been had Tom not been on the team that he was on.
Dude, he might not be the hero we wanted, but he is the hero we deserve, okay? He's the Cape Crusader, hooded justice.
The best part of this is how unaware of how stupid he looks. And he goes into this challenge being like, so first of all, this challenge is there's 2 teams. There's a team that stays back at the house and waits for a phone call. And then there's this team that goes to a cabin. They have to listen to a bunch of dolls that sing lullabies backwards, sing it back to the people at the house. They then have to go run over to a machine.
They don't even know that it's supposed to be lullabies.
I think they just know it's something.
Yeah, they know it's supposed to be something. Yeah.
And then so they have to then run over to a machine, sing the song that's being sung backwards into the machine. The machine will then spit it out in the reverse. They have to guess what song it is, call the people at the cabin again, tell the people at the cabin what song it is. Then the people at the cabin have to go find the doll, figure out what the name of the song is and what the name of the doll is, put it in the chair and tell Alan. And they have to do this in a manner of 10 minutes. This is an insane challenge.
And this is still way easier to understand than any challenge on Deal or No Deal Island.
No, literally. Literally.
It's hyper complex, but it still made sense,
Yeah.
And
So
it took the players... Sorry, go ahead.
Tom Sandoval goes into this being like, I'm the only one who's musically inclined in this whole entire, show. So obviously I'm going to be the GOAT. And he is the worst fucking singer ever.
But he carries them, man.
He does carry them. He puts
Baba
his...
yub, yub, yub. Baba yub, yub, yub.
I don't like Tom, but I do appreciate that he put his whole entire Badusi into this challenge.
Honestly, that is his appeal. Is that no matter what he's doing, he goes all out. He's the most extra.
Yeah, whether it's cheating, fashion, bad mustaches, or this challenge.
You see that dead horse over there?
I'm gonna keep kicking it.
Hey, don't give those away for free.
Yeah, find my foot finder, Totiana. Nobody's buying my foot pics.
Anyway, so this challenge, I went into this challenge being like, they're not going to get any of these. This is so hard. And it took them half the challenge's entire duration.
Just to get one.
To get one.
But then they were in a groove. They finally got into it. I love that, Alan was just making snarky comments in the back. Was just like, why are you guys letting Tom do this? And then every time Tom would call, Sam would just be like, terrible singer.
Yeah.
Can you guys have somebody else do this?
He so clearly hates Tom Sandoval.
Yeah.
So they, through the sheer will of tyranny, through sheer tyranny of will.
Yeah, there you go.
They fucking get all the money. For the challenge. But right before they finish, somebody, a little sneaky little girl, sees a little teddy bear. Oh, I'm right here. And she sees it and she's like, "What's that?" And she grabs it and there's a gold chain that's hanging out of it. And she's like, "Oh, what's that?" And she takes it.
Sierra gets a shield.
And so she feels a little safer. And then we get into banishment.
Bum, bum, bum. Yeah, people are still throwing Brittany's name out there.
Yeah.
People are talking about Danielle. There's several discussions before where like Carolyn's in and they're like, we think Danielle and Brittany are dangerous as a pair. We want to break that pair up.
Yeah.
They always think the same things. And Danielle's like, I know I'm supposed to be working with her. And
Danielle?
Sorry. And Carolyn is in these conversations, not saying anything, but she's like, I know I'm supposed to be working on my trust with her, but I can't just pretend I didn't comfort her at the other round table, bruh.
Yeah. And I mean, this was kind of like a banishment written in stone.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone was pretty much determined, no matter what happened at the round table, to just close the coffin theory up.
Yeah, and it would have been too, like, there was no way they were ever going to let Sierra make it to the end. They were always going to be suspicious of her.
Yeah. And so, like, I mean, I don't blame them. I would have done the same thing. You just want to weed out, like, they have no reason to suspect anybody else more than her, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, and the thing that annoyed me was they kept bringing up, like, you know, when you were in the coffin, you wouldn't beg for your life. You were like, I'm coming for you. Like,
no, what annoyed me more was the fact that Ivor was like, okay, Bob the drag queen and Rob are such alphas. They must have forced you.
And she was like, nobody's forcing me to do anything.
Yeah.
Nobody's forcing me to get in a coffin in my new YSL boots. Okay, I'm not doing that.
And she held herself well, but again, it was already decided.
It was already going to happen.
Yeah.
It was just annoying to me that they were just like, you said this pre-rehearsed badass line, and then she was like, I don't have to try to be a badass.
Yeah.
I was just like, yes, queen. I love you.
But, you know, we gave away the lead a little bit. She goes home.
Yeah.
And, you know, she was on the verge of tears, but she did not cry.
She did not cry. Proud of you, baby girl.
So Sierra goes bye-bye. And,
bye, bye, bye.
And then Alan drops a huge piece of news on us. From this point on, the people banished will no longer reveal whether they're a traitor or faithful.
Which is a huge new development to the game because we haven't had that in the last 2 seasons.
Yeah.
And it makes it so much easier for the traitors to keep getting by.
Now I'm thinking maybe they were like, oh, fuck, we made this game too hard for the traitors. And then at the last second, they were like, okay, let's, you know.
Well, I can kind of see, like, in my brain, I did think, like, how are people going to win after Suri? Like, Suri had it so much easier because she was the first.
Yeah.
It was the first season of it.
Yeah, the metagame hadn't, like, really developed.
And it's just going to get harder as the seasons go on, and they have to find ways for it to both be harder for the traitors and both be harder for the faithfuls to figure out who's murdering, you know?
Yeah, so this could end disastrously. It could just be, like, a smooth ride to the end for a traitor. Or it could be, like, really interesting. We don't know.
We don't know.
Because the next episode hasn't happened yet.
Yeah. What I do love about this game is that we're watching it so early on that, like, who even knows if they'll keep this rule next season? Like, this could, like, they could be like, oh, this rule actually sucks. Like, let's get rid of it.
Yeah.
We're going to see this game go through so many changes, and that's beautiful, and I love that.
It's a lot of fun, and it's a good sign that this early on, like before the game has been refined, before it's become like sophisticated, people have figured out the mechanisms of the game. It's already so compelling.
Yeah, people are already coming up with ways to strategize quickly and like weed out who's a traitor and who's not. Like, I'm going to give these people pieces of information and not give these people pieces of information, and then it'll rule out like who knows what and who's a traitor. We saw Peter do that in the second season, and it's great. So Alan reveals that piece of information. We get to the turret. Carolyn and Danielle are about to try to figure out who to murder. All of the guys are like, we're suspicious of all of the women. There has to be a woman who's a traitor. Like, let's start thinking about them. Ivor.
First of all, it's hilarious that Dylan was like, all right, all us guys, we have to stick together because I know that the remaining traitors are girls, but they did not include Sandoval.
They're like, he's not a man.
Yeah, he's a creature.
He's just a sad, pathetic lump of cottage cheese.
He's a state of mind.
Yeah, he's a state of mind.
Oh, man, I'm feeling kind of Sandoval today.
Yuck. I've never felt Sandoval in my life. I hope I never do.
I'm smelling pretty Sandoval.
Smelling Sandoval is crazy. Yeah, they don't include Sandoval in that. I love that.
Yeah.
It's crazy to me that they include Ivor, but not Sandoval, because Ivor is literally just a fucking... He's not doing anything.
Yeah, he's a plant.
He's
not like a plant, as in like a producer, like an actual vegetable.
He's literally just a veggie.
Yeah. Speaking of veggies, we're gonna be doing something with veggies later.
Whoa! Oh my god!
And so to pick it up where you just left off,
They're in the
Danielle
turret.
and Carolyn are in the turret. They're arguing back and forth about who to murder, and all of a sudden,
Knock, knock, knock.
Alan shows up. And it is the one time a season where someone gets recruited, and he's like, "What will you choose?
You can murder
or
recruitment."
seduction?"
Oh yeah, seduction.
Yeah. And so Danielle is immediately like, "Let's recruit Brittany because that's
Carolyn's
my
like-
bestie."
Carolyn's like, "No, it's awful for me. You're gonna gang up on me." And Danielle's like, "No,
she
we
was
won't."
very scary and calm. She was like, "No, we're not doing that."
Yeah, which fair. I would not want to do that either.
Yeah. And we actually are of the opinion that it would be better for them to murder.
Yeah.
Because, like, there's just so few people that there's no people really that are guaranteed going to accept.
Yeah, I feel like none of the men will accept. Ivor might be dumb enough to accept, but I don't think he would.
I was talking to Doria during the episode. It'd be so interesting if they could not choose the murder or not choose the recruit, but keep the letter. Like, I wonder if that's something they can do.
Oh, yeah, you were
Yeah.
saying, like, they get recruited, but then keep the letter and show the letter and be
Yeah,
like
like
they
do
tried
a
to
Peter or was it Peter or Bergie? It was Peter, right? Peter was the one who they tried to recruit.
Yeah, and he was like, "Here's the letter."
Yeah,
They tried to recruit me.
And basically pull that at breakfast, but like
I don't know. I just feel like there's like the way that the game is, it's in such a tense, fragile state that doing something like that will either really help you or really destroy your game.
yeah, it's definitely high risk, high reward because I would definitely like if that were to be allowed, I would if I were Carolyn, I'd be like, Danielle, you do it because I feel like relatively okay.
Mm-hmm.
And if she does it, like she already has a target on her back.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically kind of like you have really nothing to lose because people are already suspicious of you.
Yeah, they have
You're probably the next one to be like nominated.
They have so few options at this point. They were thinking about Gabby. Obviously, Danielle's really pushing for Brittany because Brittany is a game player. I just like, if I'm Carolyn, I'm like, absolutely not. I think that they should just murder at this point, or maybe recruit somebody and have them fall on the sword. But again, like at this point now, nobody has to reveal what they are. So
yeah, I mean, their best move, I think, would be to kill Dylan. Just remove the head of the snake.
Yeah.
Or kill Sam. It's really up in the air whether it's Sam or Dylan who's smarter at this point.
I think they should murder a girl because there's too much. I don't know, because then they're gonna try to banish all of the women
but
right
like
now.
the downside of murdering a girl is that
One less person to get banished.
exactly
before
because
you.
they're already convinced.
Yeah.
You're kind of hoping that the bullseye
do
lands on the
think-
other girls before it lands on you.
I do think if they murder Gabby though, it could cause a little bit of chaos because Dylan hard suspects her.
If they murder Gabby, then the eyes will immediately go to Danielle and Brittany because no other person in the house
Would do that.
Yeah, I mean, not would do that, but you know, if we're going under the presumption that the remaining two traitors are women, which is a really good assumption considering two traitors have been eliminated, who are men.
Yeah. And I mean, it's true. The suspicion is true. We know at home with the max amount of information that it's true.
Yeah.
I think if they do go the recruitment route, their best recruitment option would probably be Gabby. But I do think ultimately their best option is to murder.
If we're removing like if we're just ignoring the fact that some people might not say yes, if they recruit Dylan, like,
yeah,
that would be,
or
that would
even
be very
Sam,
good.
because I feel like Sam is quietly intelligent.
Yeah, 100%.
Dylan is slightly blinded by his emotions and his relationships in the game.
I would recruit a man just because somebody did make a really good point. I think it was Carolyn where they were like, we should recruit a girl because we got to give them a female traitor so that they feel like comfortable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, she wants somebody
like,
to fall on the
basically,
sword
like,
for
like
them.
a scapegoat.
However, I don't know. I just keep coming back to the it doesn't really even matter because nobody has to reveal if they're a traitor or not at this point.
That's true. Yeah, I don't know, man. it's impossible to tell how it's going to shake out. I really do hope that they don't recruit because I just can't see any way that would be beneficial for their game.
No,
you
I
know?
think they need to murder.
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see what happens. I mean, there's too much blood loss between them that they're not really ever fully going to agree. I know Danielle is always doing her best, but like the relationship's too tainted for Danielle. I mean, for Carolyn.
Yeah, and even during the final like moments of this episode when they were talking over who to recruit, there was still a lot of distrust, you know, because Carolyn asked Danielle like who has the shield. Danielle tells the truth, and then Carolyn is like, "Oh,
I heard it was blah blah blah. I don't believe you."
Yeah. So, I mean, like, fair, totally fair. Danielle's sus as hell this entire show, so I wouldn't trust her either.
Yeah.
But like, really, their only path to the end right now is to stick together.
Yeah.
So yeah, that does it for the week. And quick little check in with our race. You see Rob's dead. My traitor's dead. Her traitor's a parrot.
Rah! I'm alive.
Carolyn was such a golden goose, actually.
Yeah, she's excellent. I'm so glad I have her.
And Chriselle was like, I forgot if she went on the after show or something, or Watch What Happens Live or whatever.
Yeah.
And she was like, yeah, I really don't respect how Danielle played the game, but I think Carolyn's playing the best game.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
So that does it for the week. And
what's next?
hold on, I gotta get something. It's game time!
Whoa! You know what I just thought about?
What?
Is that going to be like inverse?
No.
Okay.
This isn't reversed.
I don't know.
It's not a mirror.
I don't know. I'm just making sure.
What should we play first?
Do you want to recruit vegetables?
Yeah. Hey, we're doing some dumb shit.
Dumb shit. Yeah.
Our goal for our content is to make sure that even people with sub 60 IQ can enjoy it.
Yeah.
So next up, we're going to be doing Traitors versus Faithfuls Vegetables Edition.
Hell yeah. Fuck yeah.
We're going to be drafting vegetables to be Traitors and Faithfuls, and you guys will decide who wins.
Who's got the best garden? Oh my god.
I went first. You went first last time. I'll go first.
Sorry, my boob's been so itchy this whole episode.
I'm Traitors, right?
Yeah, you're Traitors.
So it doesn't matter. All right. I'm Traitors. I'm going.
Okay.
I'm going to pick a vegetable. And obviously, the first vegetable I'm going to choose to be a traitor is tomato, because that bitch is a fruit pretending to be a vegetable. She's like, ooh, I'm a vegetable. But the whole time she had seeds. That's
a good pick.
Tomato is my first pick.
Nice. Okay, hold on.
Also, tomato be hiding in everything, man. They be hiding in everything. Okay. Everything you like, there's tomato in it.
True. Yeah. Okay. Okay, for my first pick, I'm going with ladyfinger.
What is that?
Ladyfingers. I don't know. It was on the list of vegetables I looked up. So I know it's a vegetable. It's got a sticky mass in it, and I just feel like it would be really good at building relationships with other people because of the fact that it's got a sticky mass. I think it would be a good faithful. It would have a lot of friends. Nobody's banishing it for sure.
This is so stupid. I can't even tell if it's a good pick or not.
It is a good pick because it's got a sticky mass. Okay.
Would you rather see this or another reboot of some fucking Marvel movie?
Exactly.
At least this is original.
This is a new idea. You're welcome. Who else is doing shit with vegetables?
We might tier list presidents.
Yeah. Okay. And for my next pick, I'm going with potato because it can be in so many everything. It can be in so many forms.
It's versatile.
Yeah, it's versatile.
It's versatile. It's sneaky.
It's a team player.
It's sneaky, and yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It is a team player. It's never the star.
No.
It's never the star. It sits in the background.
But you always want it. You always need it.
Yeah.
You want
keep
fries?
It around.
You want fries with that? Yes, we always want fries. The John Mulaney joke? Yes, I'll have some fries. Yes,
yeah.
Yes, I'll have
What's
some cocaine.
Thanksgiving without mashed potatoes? No one's there for the mashed potatoes. It's just in the background.
But everybody wants mashed potatoes.
It's just in the background being like, oh, I'm not even here. I'm not even. Oh, but I am here. Oh, you taste that? You taste that buttery?
Delicious. Delicious. Okay, so my first two choices.
This might be like the dumbest thing I've ever done in my life.
Or the smartest.
Or the smartest.
You decide. So my first two picks are ladyfinger and potatoes.
All right. So, wait, you're faithfuls.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right.
Wait, you're faithfuls. Yeah,
All right,
I know
for my
that.
next traitor, I'm going to pick cucumber because it stays cool.
Cucumber is a vegetable?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Cool as a cucumber. We need somebody like that. If Rob were a vegetable, he'd be a cucumber.
Yeah.
And for my next pick, I'm going with mushroom.
Yeah.
Because mushrooms, sometimes they look kind of innocuous, but then they're venomous. And you bite into them and you're like, uh-oh, I'm going to shit my pants and die.
Yeah. Okay, mushroom, good pick.
Yeah.
Okay. For my next pick, for my faithfuls, I'm going to go with artichoke because despite its name, it will never choke under pressure. That's my reason. It's super valid and fair and cool and good.
Oh, man, I can't believe I took the SATs.
Oh, okay. For my fourth pick, I went to church college, so this makes sense for me in my path. For my fourth pick, I'm going to go with onions, because they have a lot of layers, so they're really good at peeling layers of a story and something to do with layers, and they can make you cry and stuff, and they're super strong and like, yeah. And yeah, they add so much flavor to everything.
Cool.
Onion.
What's a vegetable? God damn it. For my next pick, I'm going to pick beets because they're the color of blood.
So nobody will suspect them that they're already covered in blood.
Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. This game is hard. And I don't have the energy or battery to do this anymore.
One more. You could do it.
And my last... No. Yeah.
No, fuck you. Wait, yeah. Okay, you're right.
And for my last pick, I'm going to pick kale because I'm suspicious of them. What's going on, Kale? What are you about?
Why do so many people like it? I don't understand.
Yeah, are you a main course? Are you a garnish?
Kale
no one knows.
Kale
man.
is just a trend.
Kale sounds like kill.
Oh yeah, good.
Yeah.
Okay. For my fifth and final pick, I'm going to go with asparagus because I think it will be spared in the murders and banishments.
Yeah.
Nice. Okay.
Comment down below if you're stupider now.
Yeah. We all got stupid.
I'm never going to eat a vegetable again.
I
All right.
know.
Bye.
Bye.
No, wait. We're not bye.
We're not bi. We're not bisexual.
Okay. Let's get this shit rolling. Next.
Two more game. What game we want to play? You want to
Let's do yours.
Okay. Yeah.
That was a lot of fun for us, which is really the only thing that matters.
Yeah. I think it'll be fun to watch because it's so fucking dumb.
Shut up. The light has not changed. We do not look different.
Yeah.
Time has not passed. This is a cut that was not caused by tech issues.
Yeah. Anyways, moving on. For our next game, you're going to be blind. Blah, blah. For our next game, Tian's going to be blind ranking Tom Sandoval's most pathetic, awful, piece of shit, smelly moments.
Yeah. I'm going to rank them from smelliest to least smelly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
For your first moment, Tom Sandoval, when he comes out with the teacup and then he sees that Bob and Dylan are... Okay. For your first moment, Tom Sandoval, when he comes out with the teacup and then almost bumps into Dylan and Rob while they're talking and then realizes he's beneath them and walks behind them.
I mean, I don't even remember that. So I'm going to put that 5.
Okay.
Yeah.
For your next moment, Tom, when he's trying to convince Wes and Derek that Dolores is a traitor, and then they go, hey, can we just talk?
Ooh. Being emasculated by two guys who are actually men. That's pretty bad. That's pretty pathetic. And he just took it. He took it like a bitch. He was like, totally. I'll get right at it. Oh, sorry, sir. Sorry, I'll go to the kids' table. I'll go to the kids' table with Dan. And I'm holding out for when he gets dunked on at the round table. Hopefully that's in here. So I'm going to give this a 2.
Okay. For your next moment, the moment when he tries to bring up how Dolores is a traitor at the round table, and then Dolores is like,
no, wait.
Dolores is just like, I don't want you to be nervous because what you're going to say is not going to make sense. And then Derek says, can you wrap it up? We have more important things to talk about.
That's just a continuation of the embarrassment from number 2, but it's in a more public forum.
Mm-hmm.
It's to all the women who hate him, who think he's a smelly, dirty piece of shit.
Yeah.
So it's just further like, it magnifies the fucking embarrassment, and it's sweet. Nom, 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 nom. I'll give that 1.
Okay.
Yeah.
For your 4th moment, the moment when Rob reveals that he's a traitor and everybody gets up and celebrates, and Tom Sandoval gets up and celebrates with himself because he realizes nobody's going to hug him.
Oh, I mean, that moment made me a little sad. It was pretty pathetic, though. The thing that makes all of these pathetic is how resigned to his fate he is.
Yeah.
He's just like, yeah, this is what I get. I mean, I got 3 and 4 left. That's got to be 3. It's pretty sad. Tom, I like you. I'm not going to hug you because you sweat a lot, but
yeah,
I'll high five you.
For your last moment, which is going to be resigned to number 4.
Yeah.
When Tom asked the stag statue for advice.
That was more funny than pathetic, so number 4 feels right.
Okay.
And yet again, a perfect list from the king of blind ranks, Helen Keller up in this bitch. I read this shit like Braille.
How does she read the Braille, though? She's also deaf.
You use your fingers to read Braille.
She's also blind.
You don't have to read it. That's the whole point of Braille. Are you for real right now?
Who taught her how to do it, though?
She invented... no, she didn't invent it. I don't know.
How'd she write a book? We'll be talking about that next week.
All right.
Blind rank Helen Keller's best memoir moments.
Oh, God. I'll never read her fucking... Anyway. Last game we're gonna play, we're gonna be tapping into our theater roots a little bit, because I don't know if you guys know this, but I was in like kind of a big deal, like a big kind of high profile production of Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, and I played a pretty important role. I was Mike TV, and it was crazy because like I was like 180 pounds at 6 years old. Okay, I was literally bigger than all the adults, and they got me a child-sized like cowboy outfit, and I couldn't fit in it. Still kept the energy going. Okay, I'm not gonna let the waistband biting into my red belly stop me from giving a good. The show must go on, people.
And I was president of the Thespian Society.
So to tap into our theater roots a little bit, we're going to be guessing the Traitors player, or not we, this bitch. She's going to be guessing the Traitors player based on the musical.
Okay.
And you better get this, or you're getting your theater card revoked.
I know I need
it. Catch her at the Long Beach Playhouse.
No, I didn't get cast.
Panhandling for change.
Yeah. Please cast me. I'll take anything. 3 lines, 2 lines. I'll take even a sound, a reaction.
She'll gladly be a tree in whatever play.
Just please cast me, please.
You could be doing a Star Wars play, and she'll be a tree.
I'll be.
It won't make sense because there's no trees in the scene.
I'll be.
But
tree.
she'll be there, and she will be talking.
I'll be tree.
She won't have any lines, but she'll be talking.
I'll be talking. Yeah, I'll be yapping.
Anyway, first up we got Peter Pan.
Is this about Peter?
Nope.
Oh, Peter Pan.
I'm not gonna make it that easy for you. Goddamn. You think I'm a fucking schmuck?
That's got to be about somebody who probably has Peter Pan syndrome, right?
I don't know.
Is it about Tom Sandoval? Because he doesn't want to grow up?
No.
Oh, one more guess. Peter Pan. Can I have any hints?
No.
Oh, you fucking asshole.
Look, you don't get any hints in live theater.
Fun digression. My very first play, I learned my lines so hard that I learned other people's lines for them and was like mouthing people's lines to them on stage when they forgot.
Hey, it's like us on our podcast.
Nobody's speaking right now.
All right, you got one last guess.
Peter Pan. Peter Pan is from Neverland. There's a captain with the hook and an alligator. Fuck. Who this about? This is about all the seasons, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Is it I don't even know. I don't know.
Just okay. You give up?
Yeah.
It's about Kyle Cook.
Oh, he has Peter Pan syndrome.
Yeah.
Fuck.
That's where I
Oh my
learned
God.
that term from is from Summer House.
Really?
Yeah.
You never knew that?
No, I had
Huh?
no idea. I mean, I knew what it meant immediately. I just never heard anyone say Peter Pan syndrome.
Yeah.
All right, next up we got The Sound of Music.
Ooh. There's two people that come to mind immediately.
Who are they?
My first guess, which I think is the not right one, would be Rachel. Because
That's right.
My other guess.
I have a feeling that I'm like really good at music.
I'm really good at music. I'm Vegas, and I'm also music.
She's Vegas and music?
She's music Vegas.
Damn, dude, she's a multi-hyphenate, just like you. What are you, model, comedian, progressive?
Oh, God, don't bring that up.
Look at
No,
our left.
No, I
see-
don't want you to do that. I don't. I really don't. No, I veto that. You can't put. You can't
Okay,
post that.
Fine.
You can't post the thing that my mom's weird boyfriend made. You
Okay,
can't.
Fine. Next up,
My other guess was gonna be Tom Sandoval.
Baba Yub Yub Yub. All right, next up we got Rocky Horror Picture Show.
So many.
First of all, I got to sing it for about 5 to 10 minutes. Let me
Okay.
just do that real quick. I forgot the words.
I'm just a sweet
Sweet
transvestite
I'm just a sweet transvestite
from Transylvania.
from transsexual
Oh, yeah.
Transylvania.
Oh man, so good. What are you doing to me, Tim Curry, in that show? What are you doing to me?
Isn't he also Scottish? I think he might also be Scottish.
I'm so attracted to him.
Get Tim Curry on Traitors.
No, he's not well. I actually don't think he could. That would be sick though, because he was also in Clue.
Was he?
Yeah, he was the butler. He was the murderer.
Oh, I didn't
Spoiler
know.
alert if you've never seen Clue. Is Rocky Horror Picture Show about Bab the drag queen?
Durr. That was a little gimme. That was a. I don't know if you guys know this. Very hard to make musicals fit to the specific idiosyncrasies of a given Traitor player. Okay.
Yeah.
We're working very hard.
Very limited.
Very hard. I definitely didn't put this list together 2 minutes before we start filming.
Yeah.
Okay?
No, you would never.
All right. Next up, we got Dreamgirls.
I feel like I know who this could be about because it's got girls in the name. It's about a girl group. Is it about Gaggy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because she's a part of the Bambies, which are 3, and Dreamgirls was also a 3-person girl group.
Yeah, and she's
And
loves
you know
girls.
what? In Dreamgirls, some of the girls turned on each other, much like the Bambies.
Oh my God, Cressel turned on Nikki.
Yeah. I didn't even know how spot on this was.
Wow.
All right. And lastly, we got Grease.
I feel like this could be about Sam because his hair, but it could also be about Sandoval because he's like slimy looking. Okay, my first guess is Sam.
Nope.
Is it about my next guess is Tom Sandoval because greasy, slimy, stinky.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Greasy, slimy, stinky.
Yeah.
Wow, you did surprisingly well on that. That's and that does it for that game. And before we go, I'm got something.
We're just gonna back away.